Hello there, boxing fans around the world. Thanks for joining me once again here on Talkin Fight for another episode of Boxing News Today. We're going to start off with the one card that happened on the weekend of note down in Brooklyn, New York. Tank versus Rolly. Rolly got clobbered in the 6th round. Well covered by Talkin Fight. Both Cedric Ben and Mike Orr took it to task on their respective shows yesterday. That'd be Sunday on the scorecard featuring Cedric Ben, and then Knockout of the Week. Featuring the pair of them. Anyway, check them out on talkinfight.com, and you'll hear their analysis of that particular fight. But also on that particular fight, in the co-main event, Cuban star Erislandy Lara defeated Gary O'Sullivan and retained his WBA middleweight title. So that was something that we were reporting on last week. The telecast also saw rising star Jesus Mona Ramos, who's 19-0, earn a unanimous decision over Luke Santamaria. So these are fighters that we promoted a couple of weeks ago, and we're wondering how they would do in this particular card, and this is how they did do. In the pay-per-view opener, super featherweight Eduardo Zurdito Ramirez, who's now 27-2-3, he got a majority decision victory over Puerto Rico's Luis Melendez. So, and one more fight to report. In the super welterweight division, Luis Cuba Arias earned a hard-fought unanimous decision over Jimmy Williams. So there you go, a little bit of result news and analysis, brief as it was, on that particular fight taking place on the weekend. Now we're going to skip ahead to a fight that's taking place in July over the OVO Arena in Wembley, England. Joe Joyce, a heavyweight quote-unquote contender, is going to battle somebody to be announced. And we saw recently, last Thursday night, Otto Wallen defeat his opponent down in Detroit. So again, the heavyweights are trying to sort themselves out. So let's have a quick look here. On that card, we're also going to see Jason Cunningham. So he's another heavyweight with not the most spectacular of records, but he's going to take on South African superstar Zolani Tete. Now, of note, we have a new show starting on Talking Fight featuring Sheila Stafford, and she tonight on her debut episode is going to feature a very well-known woman out of South Africa. So we're going to hear all about South Africa and South African boxing, and I hope they do touch on some of the rising stars in the game, both men and women. I'm sure they will. But anyway, Zolani Tete is one of those fighters, and he's going up against Jason Cunningham at this fight on July 2nd at the OVO Arena. Also on that fight, by the way, Sam Noakes, who we profiled before on Talking Fight, is going toe-to-toe in the WBC International Silver Title fight against Spaniard Mark Vidal. There's also, we're also going to see Nathan Heaney, who's 15-0 with 6 knockouts. He's going to be fighting as well, making a defense of his IBO International Middleweight Championship. So let's have a quick look here and see if there's anyone else. Super lightweight Henry Turner, 7-0, 1 knockout, will be fighting over 6 rounds against cruiserweight Tommy Fletcher. That's a bit weird. Oh, I see, 2 separate fights. And they're going to be fighting against opponents to be announced. So that looks like a pretty good card that's shaping up to take place, as I say, over in Wembley on July 2nd. Prior to that fight, though, in June, we're going to see Edgar Berlanga go toe-to-toe against Alexis Angulo at the Hoodoo Theater at Madison Square Garden on June 11th. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. Let's read the story here. Puerto Rican super middleweight contender Edgar Berlanga is switching things up. Berlanga, who's 19-0 with 16 knockouts, members I believe his first 16 fights were all ended in the first round, has moved training camp from the friendly New York City confines to his family's homeland as he seeks to recapture the knockout power that saw him score 16 straight first round knockouts to begin his career. In a 10-round main event, Saturday, June 11th, at the Hulu Theater, Madison Square Garden, Berlanga will face, as I said, Angulo and headline an all Puerto Rican card. That's going to be promoted by Top Rank, by the way, Bob Barham's company. Let's see, there's a couple of quotes here from Edgar. On June 11th, I will give my island a big win on the eve of Puerto Rican Day. Wow. Where they have a big parade down there. I'm ready to win big for all my Boricos. This is a dream come true for me. I'm very excited and can't wait to get in the ring at Madison Square Garden, just like Tito and Cotto used to do. Those are some pretty big shoes to fill, and it will not be easy, but I'm up for the task. I'm ready to do my thing and put on a great show for all my peeps. This fight will be big for my career. I'm ready to show up and show out as all in the face of Puerto Rican boxing. With this fight, I will set the tone and show everyone what I'm capable of. I have to win big, and I will. Get ready for some fireworks. I have been working very hard. I have been working on polishing all aspects of my game. You guys will see a real monster on June 11th, a monster that has a lot of power, but also a monster that knows how to box and set things up. Don't get me wrong. He is a tough fighter, and he will come to fight, but I will break him down. He concludes, it feels great to train in Puerto Rico. We decided to do a training camp on the island because we knew that we had a big task ahead and we really needed to be focused. As I said, I want to win big. This has been one of the best decisions I've made. It's great to feel the support from the fans. That actually motivates me even more. So I'm ready. I can't wait. That's Edgar Berlanga, and we look forward to seeing him put his unbeaten career on the line as he faces Alexis Angulo on June 11th. Well, my friends, that's it for today. That's all the news fit to print on this Monday as we start into a new week. Thank you for joining me here on Talk and Fight. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you later on at 4 o'clock for Mike Orr at 4 with Mike Orr and Cedric Ben.